Hi guys, good afternoon. I am Ray Johnny Fuentes, BSMT student of PMI Colleges Bohol, and I'm here to answer about the 3 questions about topic 1, Convention of Maritime Pollution. First question is, when was the MARPOL Convention was adopted? The MARPOL Convention was adopted on November 2, 1973 at IMO or International Maritime Organization. And the second question is, what are the 6 annexes of MARPOL and their definitions? MARPOL is divided into annexes according to various categories of pollutants. First annex is MARPOL Annex 1, Regulation for the Prevention of Pollution by Oil. MARPOL Annex 1 came into force on 2 of October 1983 and deals with the discharge of oil into the ocean environment. It incorporates the oil discharge criteria prescribed in the 1969 amendments to the 1954 International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution of the Sea by Oil. It specifies tanker design features that are intended to minimize oil discharges into the ocean during ship operations, and in case of accidents, it provides regulations with regard to treatment of engine room, bilge water or OWS for all large commercial vessels, and ballast and tank cleaning waste or ODME. It also introduces the concept of special sea areas or PPSE, which are considered to be at risk to pollution by oil. Discharge of oil within them has been completely outlawed, with a few minimal exceptions. The first half of MARPOL Annex 1 deals with engine room waste. There are various generations of technologies and equipments that have been developed to prevent waste, such as oily water separators or OWS, oil content meters or OCM, and port reception facilities. The second part of MARPOL Annex 1 has more to do with cleaning the cargo areas and tanks. Oil discharge monitoring equipment or ODME is a very important technology mentioned in MARPOL Annex 1 that has greatly helped improve sanitation in the areas. The oil record book is another integral part of MARPOL Annex 1. The oil record book helps crew members log and keep track of oily waste water discharges among their things. And the second MARPOL Annex is MARPOL Annex 2, Regulation for the Control of Pollution by Noxious Liquid Substances in Bulk. MARPOL Annex 2 came into force on 6 of April 1987. It details the discharge criteria for the elimination of pollution by noxious liquid substances carried in large quantities. It divides substances into and introduces detailed operational standards and measures. The discharge of pollutants is allowed only to reception facilities with certain concentration and conditions. No matter what, no discharge or residues containing pollutants is permitted within 12 miles of the nearest land. Stricter restrictions apply to special areas. Annex 2 covers the International Bulk Chemical Code or IBC Code in conjunction with Chapter 7 of the SOLAS Convention. Previously, chemical tankers constructed before 1 of July 1986 must comply with the requirements of the code for the construction and equipment of ships carrying dangerous chemicals in bulk or BCH code. The third MARPOL Annex is MARPOL Annex 3, Regulations for the Prevention of Pollution by Harmful Substances Carried by Sea in Package Form. MARPOL Annex 3 came into force on July 1, 1992. It contains general requirements for the standards on packing, marketing, labeling, documentation, stowage, and quantity limitation, exceptions and notifications for preventing pollutions by noxious substances. The annex is in line with the procedure detailed in the International Maritime Dangerous Goods or IMDG Code, which has been expanded to include marine pollutants. The amendments entered into force on 1 of January 1991. And the fourth one is MARPOL Annex 4, Regulations for the Prevention and of Pollution by Sewage from Ships. MARPOL Annex 4 came into force on 22 of September 2003. It introduces requirements to control pollution of sea by sewage from ships. And the fifth one is MARPOL Annex 5, Regulation for the Prevention of Pollution by Garbage from Ships. MARPOL Annex 5 or Regulation for the Prevention of Pollution by Garbage from Ships came into force on 31 of December 1988. It specifies the distances from land in which materials may be disposed of and subdivides different types of garbage and marine debris. The requirements are much stricter in a number of special areas, but perhaps the most prominent part of the annex is the complete ban of dumping plastic into the ocean. Then the last one is MARPOL Annex 6, Regulation for the Prevention of Air Pollution from Ships. MARPOL Annex 6 came into force on 19 of May 2005. It introduces requirements to regulate the air pollution being emitted by ships, including the emission of ozone-depleting substances, nitrogen oxides or NOx, sulfur oxide or SOx, and volatile organic compounds or VOCs or VOCs, and shipboard incineration and shipboard incineration. It also establishes requirements for reception facilities for waste from exhaust gas cleaning systems, incinerators, fuel oil quality for offshore platforms and drilling rigs, and the establishment of SOx emission or SOx emission control areas or SECAs. In Annex 1, Prevention of Pollution by Oil, Annex 2, Control of Pollution by Noxious Liquid Substances, Annex 4, Prevention of Pollution by Sewage from Ships, and Annex 5, Prevention of Pollution by Garbage from Ships. MARPOL defines certain sea areas as special areas in which, for technical reasons relating to their oceanographical and ecological condition and to their sea traffic, the adoption of special mandatory methods for the prevention of sea pollution is required. Under the Convention, these special areas are provided with a higher level of protection than other areas of the sea. Special areas are defined as certain sea areas in which, for technical reasons relating to their oceanographical and ecological condition and their sea traffic, the adoption of special mandatory methods for the prevention of sea pollution is required. Under the Convention, these special areas are provided with higher level of protection than other areas of the sea. Then the third question of the topic 1 is, what are the protocols of 1997, 1978, and 1992 introduced of? First one is the Protocol of 1997 or of MARPOL Annex 6. The protocol adopted in 1997 include the new Annex 6 of MARPOL, which entered into force on 19 of May 2005. MARPOL Annex 6 sets limits on sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxide emissions from ships' exhaust and prohibits deliberate emission of ozone-depleting substances. Then, the annex includes a global cap of 4.5% mm on the sulfur content of fuel oil and calls on IMO to monitor the worldwide average sulfur content of fuel. Then the next one is the Protocol of 1978. The Protocol of 1978 was adopted in response to a spate of tanker accidents in 1976 to 1977. As the 1973 MARPOL Convention had not yet entered into force, the 1978 MARPOL Protocol absorbed the parent convention. The combined instruments entered into force on 2 of October 1983. Then the last one is the Protocol of 1992. The Protocol of 1992 changed the entry into force requirements by reducing from 6 to 4 the number of large tanker owning countries that were needed for entry into force. The compensation limits were set as follows. For a ship not exceeding 5,000 gross tonnage, liability is limited to 3 million SDR. For ship 5,000 to 140,000 gross tonnage, liability is limited to 3 million SDR plus 420 SDR for each additional unit of tonnage. And for ship over 140,000 gross tonnage, liability is limited to 59.7 million SDR. The 1992 protocol also widened the scope of convention to cover pollution damage caused in the exclusive economic zone or EEZ or equivalent area of a state party. The protocol covers pollution damage as before, but environmental damage compensation is limited to cost incurred for reasonable measures to reinstate the contaminated environment. It also allows expenses incurred for preventive measures to be recovered even when no spill of oil occurs, provided there was grave and imminent threat of pollution damage. That's all. Thank you.